let's talk about PvP Civilization because it was amazing. I love it. I need to redo this intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the Lone Ranger channel, and I've become a huge fan of Evbo's latest creation, PvP Civilization, and so we're going to talk about it. But I invited my YouTube friend, one of my friends on YouTube. His name is Jakobi-Won. He does a lot of movie reviews and stuff on his channel, and he's a cool guy. And so we're going to be joined by him today, talking about PvP Civilization, so let's hop right into it.
Start recording and do a new intro.
Yep, alright, we're already 5 seconds in. Alright guys, this is definitely not take 3 of this. We are professionals. At least I am. No, Jakobi is. I'm still new at this, but welcome, Jakobi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and this is my friend. He's a movie expert. He's done multiple on his channel, and go check him out. The link's in the description and everything, because I'll figure out how to do that. And yeah, we're gonna talk about PvP Civilization because it's awesome.
It's awesome. Let's go PvP Civilization.
It's awesome. What did you like it? Well, let's start off. What did you think about it? What do you like about it?
Well, you got me into watching this, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storytelling that Evbo gives us. Like, he gives us a kind of basic idea in the first few episodes that comes and evolves in a sense, where we are given more and more information to the point where this whole civilization is like a weird interconnected universe that we didn't get from the beginning. Like, it's just unique and cool.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I like the Minecraft stories too. He did the parkour civilization, and it was really cool. That was a long time ago. And now I got into PvP Civilization. I watched the first 5 episodes in one night, and I had to wait like a month or two for the next one. And I'm not gonna lie, when I finished this last episode, I was mad. I'm like, that can't be it. I need to know the lore. I need to keep knowing more.
The ending was was a big cliffhanger, and like, they need a season 2 of this.
Yeah, and I was like upset. Really, I was like, dang it, I want to watch it. I was upset because I wanted it so bad, and I couldn't have it yet.
Yeah.
It was interesting, but I liked it. So yeah, let's get so in episode 1. I like how in the first episode, he just knows about everything, like armor stands, open doors and stuff, and armor stand. Like, he just hit his armor stand 3 times by his bed. And I
Yeah.
feel like it was kind of random a little bit, but like, how did he know how all that stuff works? How did he know how to rank up?
I think that's something that every person that comes into here just like somehow knows for some reason.
Yeah.
And they probably learned it from other people.
Probably either that or a guard told him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, Prince Zam, can we just talk about him real quick?
Yeah, you should go to that clip of him, like right there.
You saw the yellow guy, right?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Stone sword, and I heard the story you told to the guard.
Let me take a guess. You thought that believing my story would get me to trust you? I mean, what did you hope to gain from all of this?
I thought this might be important. The other day, I overheard you talking with a woman.
Oh yeah, that was actually me and my girlfriend.
I highly doubt that.
It's up for
fun. I like his humor.
Yeah, his humor is good. I liked in the last episode too. We'll probably go through it a little bit, but it was funny. There's just one part that was super funny. The last episode.
Yeah.
To me, at least, yeah.
I didn't realize how like he is shown here, and he does have a big importance later on, which is cool how they kind of hint to that.
Yeah, so he like kind of gives him the info of like how his armor stand works. Like maybe this just revives you, and then he but then I was gonna say he stayed on the wood sword level the whole time. Because he's the same guy that he fights in the last episode.
Yeah, he fights
right
later on. Yeah.
He just stays there and he fights him. In the last episode. It's like he knew about it the whole time. He's like, well, I want to take his place. Obviously, that's just the that's the life, you know, that he wanted. It just be able to respawn, be able to not die, you know, forever. So it's just kind of interesting. But
It is interesting.
yeah, but then he was in cahoots with the. If you go to the part where he
Yeah,
gets captured,
you should skip to that.
yeah, it says Parrot. Parrot warns him.
Parrot gives the warning. Captured.
Yeah, he gets captured. I thought Prince Zan would be in here too. Oh yeah, there
Right
he
there,
is.
right?
So then he's in a Iron
He's an
Sword
Iron
level.
at that point.
But when you come back here until the last fight, how did he get back down to the
It's
wood
because
sword?
he hit the armor stand as well.
Oh, so he died to someone else, then respawned. Then he was
Yeah.
gonna kill Evbo.
Yeah, because the armor stand is the power.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So he used it then, because Evbo left his room open, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And then he respawns. Well, then I have another question. Why can't everyone use the armor stand?
They probably can. I think it's just Prince Sam is the only one that knows.
About the armor stand. Everyone else knows he can respawn. Maybe no one else knows how.
Maybe, yeah.
Or because Prince Zam is on the wood sword level. No one else on the wood sword level knows. Only people on the iron swords know about it.
That's
and
probably.
Yeah, and so since no one else knows about it, then no one else will. Well, then none of the wood swords will know how to actually use that information. But Prince Zam figured it out early on.
He's a nice overarching villain. You know, we should go to the beginning of the last chapter now, because I think that the last chapter of this series is, I think, the best part with like the diamond swords. I think probably about right there.
Yeah.
In the Air Force, we operate as a team of teams.
Yeah,
We believe
military.
greatness can come from anywhere. With the
Took a look around the gigantic room. Every wall was lit up with the diamond color, and giant statues in each corner stretched from the floor to the ceiling. Waterfalls were flowing from the center into giant canals that led to... I don't know where they led to. All I knew was that this was the bottom, and people weren't supposed to make it here. Well, we made it. I guess there's only one way to find out if there's actually a way out of here.
Well, look what we got.
All of a sudden, I heard a familiar voice behind me.
Congratulations to both of you for becoming diamond swords.
Okay, I'm gonna need an explanation on how you just disappeared and showed up as a diamond sword.
So
but
this
I
is
can
the
wait.
end of the
Tabby,
5th
this is
episode.
Wembu. He's one of the
It's
guys
about to
that
get
fought
into
the
the
gold
6th
sword level,
episode.
and he's a diamond
About
sword
to
like
get
us.
into the
All right,
6th.
Wembu, give me
It's
some
kind of
answers.
like
What is this place? Is there a
I
way
feel
out?
like all of this is all really interesting and unique storytelling.
It's a lot to take in.
Because
but don't
like
get
it
overwhelmed.
feeds
As
us
far as-
information, but doesn't feed us all the information. Like it gives us questions.
Yeah. He makes sure to give us more questions than he's answering, you know.
Yeah.
Time it's been described as paradise. Well, you heard
Yeah.
Wembu. Let's go exploring. I'm just hoping that whatever is at this level of PvP civilization doesn't make me forget my goal, and that's to get me and my friends out of this place.
Evbo brought her down with him just like you thought. You think she knows who we are?
Of course she does. I'll bet she's calculated every move up until this point.
She's been by his side from the beginning, for his whole life practically. He doesn't know us at all. If we act now, Evbo turns on us, and all the efforts will have been a waste.
Indeed, the situation...
That right there is some good, clever foreshadowing that he wrote in here. Like, we have no idea who these characters are, but it's kind of like we're getting this story fed to us, and we're wondering, like, what's wrong with Tabby, the girlfriend? Like, something's up.
Yeah,
like, it's cool.
Yeah, this is still the 5th episode that we're on, you know.
Yeah.
This is a prequel to the next one, and they're talking about how, like, does she know who they are? Are they talking about the protectors of the Eternal Sword, or?
Yeah, it's like, it's all interesting.
Yeah, but then that was another question I have, because Parrot knows about the guys at the bottom, and Prince Zam also knows about it. He mentioned it, I think, or someone else did. He mentioned all those bottom feeders because those are one of the bad dudes. Like, so everyone knows about the 4 diamond swords at the bottom. How do they all know about them? Those dudes protecting it, you know?
Yeah, it is kind of interesting.
Like, yeah, questions.
Situation could collapse very quickly, but we bought ourselves some time. She doesn't know where Foray is.
True. She's not gonna try anything unless she knows for certain Foray isn't a threat.
All we can do is observe for now. When Evo finds out she's not
Let's see
who
that
she
shot
says
right
she-
there. Can I pause it?
Oh yeah.
Like the act coming right out of her head. Foreshadowing again.
Oh yeah. It foreshadowed she becomes an axe, or she's always been an axe.
She's always been a part of the Axe civilization, because there's 4 civilizations, or 5 technically.
Yeah. Also, like, so the people that have different weapons, they're allowed to switch between the 2 weapons, but the naturally born swords are not, right?
Well, I bet you if they were given other weapons, they could switch, but
Yeah. Yeah, because she's an axe, but she has a sword too.
yeah.
Or like same with Prince Zam, who had the trident, and the parrot who has the bow. They all had to like switch to their other weapons too at one point, or they have.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the rules in the place is it's kind of interesting, You didn't realize all these things. Also, what makes them die when they throw their sword down?
That is another thing. That
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
It
I
gives-
guess you kind of explain. Sorry, you speak.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it gives like more questions in that sense.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna go to.
She is, who knows what will happen.
Throughout my life in PvP Civilization, I would always get distracted by the unimportant things. Video journal machines, different colored chest plates. I don't know, I guess it's who I am.
Where's
Mr.
The point that I'm getting at
Deserve to die yet. We're all gonna die if we don't get that sword. And you know.
And so this is Clown Pierce, definitely 100%, because he's an actual PvPer. He's like known to be super good at PvP in Minecraft, and so he's another YouTuber that's in this. Just his voice right now, but I definitely see him as being part of the part 2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then yeah, she was talking about stuff there. Like they're on a mission for something. We learned about it later on. Their mission is to get the Eternal Sword. But then
Yeah.
Let's go up
Should
to
go
where.
to the map.
Yeah, the map is interesting. Here we go.
There's the map.
Wait, here we go. Let's go from. Yeah, it's another ad.
Rocket League.
Rocket League. What the heck? I love YouTube.
I guess
They
it
just-
wants us to watch Rocket League.
They probably just saw that it probably thinks we now watch 2.5 hours of this. It's like, oh crap, he owes us like
on the
5
ground,
minutes.
there was what looked like to be a giant
there we
map.
go.
You have any idea what this
Yep, this. We caught this the last time we were watching it. Is interesting because it's definitely like the 4 civilizations, minus the shields. The shields were playing in the center, but like it's interesting how they're both standing on either side of it. Evbo is on the right side with the red, and all his gates to, unlock and stuff are all red. So I'm assuming that this path, like when he opens the last gate, we see later on, it's like the outside is just looks like one of those like super flat worlds, but it's only sandstone, like it's redstone testing world. But like there's sandstone right here in the middle, leading to something. So I'm assuming he hops out, he can go and find this,
Yeah, there has to be something in the middle of the world, and like everything's connected by the sand.
Yeah, and then like she's on the left side. Obviously, she's an axe, and so
Yeah,
it's just kind of cool. Maybe he like foreshadows this later on. Like, obviously, we know these are now the 4 civilization areas, most likely. It's just kind of cool how like he put them standing there,
Yeah, I like that foreshadowing.
is supposed to mean?
No clue.
It could just be like an abstract art piece. After all, PvP Civilization does thrive off of its interior design choices.
You two,
Wait, no way, it's Julie!
come with me. I want to show you something.
You think she's gonna tell us about the origin of our universe?
Why would you assume she would start with that?
I don't know, it's been weighing on me.
I want to tell you about the origin of our universe.
I told you.
Yeah,
Be a wooden sword.
That's like my favorite joke in the whole thing. It's like, do you think this very specific thing? Why would you assume that? Or this specific thing is funny.
And she just gives that specific thing.
Yeah, she literally says it. it's funny. And then let's skip up a little bit. He's talking.
He talks about the origin of the universe with the 5 weapons.
Yeah.
Or
I
5
need to update
items.
it right now. Wait, you should join me. You could be the first diamond sword I've had featured on my video journal.
You coming with?
Trust me, I've had to suffer through many of those already. I'll just wait here.
Okay, that's weird. Maybe my video journal machine's broken. If that's the case, they must have tech support at Video Journal HQ, right? I don't have an answer as to
Did I just skip it?
Oh, but wait, keep it paused right there. I like the statues of the swords because it shows the progression of the civilization. Wood, stone, iron, gold, diamond. And we're left with the last one past diamond, which is the eternal blade, the netherite sword. So
Yeah.
I think that's cool that they have that there.
And here the sword isn't broken though.
No, it is not. Which is interesting how they decide to make a broken statue and then a full statue.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking maybe Evba will find the other half of the sword, and they can like heal the swords, you know, by fixing it. I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, there you go.
But people can be born with shields, axes, everything else.
I don't mean to interrupt.
5 items of PvP. The sword, the axe, the bow, the trident, and the shield. These 5 items are known as the eternal weapons, and they created the universe as we know it. But check.
So they have those 5 items. So there should be 5 eternal weapons, you know, not just one eternal sword that everyone's striving for. I'm just thinking, maybe they just haven't figured out how to get them. Maybe the swords figured it out, and they were jealous that the swords had that ability, but not them.
Yeah, each civilization probably has theirs hiding somewhere, and the swords are the only ones that have figured it out so far.
Yeah. Let's go to Parrot's message. It was interesting.
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without
I don't want to see an ad again.
Yeah, maybe we'd watch YouTube with no ads. We'd record a video with no ads.
Yes.
And when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again.
What? I'm not a natural born sword. I was born with a bow. I know much of this won't make any sense to you since you have no concept of the outside, but there is a struggle for power in our world.
The bows...
Because like we start seeing this recording later on, you know, like much earlier on, probably like episode 4 or 5, but it doesn't even get to him until just barely, you know.
Yeah, it gets to him at the last episode.
Yeah.
Axes and tridents, all plotting against each other to achieve immortality.
So he said the swords, axes, and tridents are plotting, or the axes, bows, and tridents are plotting against each other to achieve immortality. And they just happen to be farming the swords all together as well.
Yeah, the swords got the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
They're the ones being farmed for the immortality.
Yeah, that's the best thing they had at the moment. So they all don't like each other, but they equally are in agreement that they can all farm the swords. Because, you know, that's what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So yeah, like they're all trying to fight each other to get to immortality first. But they all want to farm the swords. They're allowed to farm the swords. They all are. It's just like probably a mutual agreement. Like, yeah, we can farm the swords though because of whatever reason. Maybe we'll figure out that exact reason in the second episode, you know, or second season.
Second season, hopefully.
Maybe they all just have a way to get there. The swords are the only ones that you can have a way to get to from the outside. You know, maybe.
Yeah, that could be the case as well.
Yeah,
like
they'll have access to the swords level, but they don't have access to each other's. You know.
Just
for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
As of now, all three of our civilizations farm the natural-born swords of this world to extend our lifespans.
But true immortality is what everyone is after, and that could be made possible by obtaining the Eternal Sword.
The Eternal Sword is everyone's mission, along with wiping out the rest of the Diamond Swords. The last 4 living Diamond Swords have been hiding at the bottom, protecting the Eternal Sword. Before today...
Yeah, I was gonna mention, like, how does he know that, you know? How do they all know that there's only 4 left living Diamond Swords?
Maybe all these other people from the different places just have that knowledge.
And that's
Yeah.
your friend.
It like depends on where the knowledge is shared.
Anything I just said, but
Yeah.
believe me when I say
I like
Tabby will be
this
ready
part.
when she makes
You
it
keep it
down.
going, but I
There
like
are
how
two
we
types
get
of people
Parrot's
that come here
message
from the outside
while Tabby's
civilizations.
doing
those
stuff.
who are sent here as punishment, and those who willingly come here because
Yeah,
they've been
Edbo definitely
training
knows
for their
what he's doing.
entire lives to succeed. My guess is that she's the second type, which means that she'll have a plan for everything. She'll know where to be and when to.
I like that armor stands what she hit to get in. Probably.
Uh-huh.
Cause you saw that little square? I just saw that. The square opens up to this armor stand, she hits that, and then she can swim in.
I do see that. I do like
I-
this storytelling of just like going back and forth from Parrot and Tabby.
Yeah. And it's kind of, there's like these details too, I think, is what makes it good. Like he
Yeah.
bothered to put that in there even though no one's gonna notice that or realize it. It's like 1 second in the video. But you saw like she didn't just swim to that first small square for nothing. There's an armor stand right there and we can see it here.
Yeah.
To be there. She'll know the perfect moment to make her move.
Which would be when she's found enough time away from you to operate unnoticed.
She'll have a plan of attack and the resources to make sure she can win.
Oh, do you see that?
Yeah, she switched to an axe.
That's how we know. There it is.
That's the reveal.
Operate unnoticed.
She'll have a plan of attack and the
Yep, there it is. It's a diamond axe too. So clearly.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a high-ranking axe.
Yeah, the highest, yeah. Except for the Eternal Axe, but we don't know about those items yet. We heard about them, but
We don't know about the other Eternal ones.
who knows if they exist, you know? It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
the resources to make sure she can win. The Diamond Swords will
That's
think they
correct.
can stop her, and that's because they'll believe she lost all of her items when she dropped down to the Golden Sword level. But Tabby will win, because she has something the natural
So, yeah, you saw there was half of a sword
born
there.
swords don't have. Not
Yeah, that's not a full sword. You're talking about that, right? Oh,
Yeah, it's a broken sword, so like it's not fully there.
mm-hmm. And
That
then
could be
also,
something.
yeah, also, like, how does she have potions? Where did she get potions from?
I don't know.
And
Yeah.
she was supposed to lose all her items as well on the way down, they said. But then how does she get potions back? Like, Barrett just said that, you know?
Yeah.
But she'll have a plan. So how does she get those? Do they sell them in the marketplace down there? Why on earth would they sell those? You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe
Yeah.
there's she breaks the system.
Somehow, yeah.
knowledge. When she's retrieved the Eternal Sword, she'll make her escape, which was only made possible by using her greatest resource.
Your trust. I just want you to be prepared for what's to come. If Tabby takes you out with the Eternal Sword, you won't be coming back.
But he does come back.
Well, you should skip to the part where they're at that like face off.
This
Want
part?
to make your own commercial? Well, now
Yes, the ad.
Where did she go?
She's gone, and she has the sword.
Leave together. That's what we're doing, right? You said we would open this door and leave together.
Please be here, please be here, please be here. Evbo, time to pause the journal. We need to... No. Are you serious? Why would he not be here? This is literally the only thing he cares about. Okay, no need to panic.
The only thing he cares about.
Only thing.
That's so funny. What the heck? Where's this idiot?
He's probably just journaling at the house right now. What is this, stone sword level? Bro, he has so many. I don't even know which is which anymore. Why is there a shield in his bed?
That's funny too.
The guard.
The guard. We know the guards aren't shields. And, I mean, obviously they have the shields, but also here too, he calls a guard shield.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, gonna ignore that. Alright, this should be the one. Please just be here. Of course, the one time I need him to be journaling. This is bad, he's gotta be looking for Tabby. Wait, what? Who is this? No. How did they get into Evbo's room? He's just waiting for him. He's not gonna let Evbo respawn.
Were you ever gonna tell me how you lied? Or were you just gonna, go back to wherever you're from, not say a word, and let me die? Probably the second one, right? I mean, that always was your style. You never did talk. I see you got a new sword, too. Care to explain?
Move.
I have to admit, I was holding out hope that there would be an explanation. But now I know Parrot was right. It's like you flipped a switch, and the Tabby that I knew isn't even there anymore. It must be nice not having to feel any regret at all from turning on the people that actually care about you. I mean, this is easy for you. Tell me how you do it.
It's easy, because what I'm doing is for the greater good. What I'm doing will save lives.
For the greater good? As in what?
How is the Eternal Sword going to save the lives of all those people?
I don't know, but I gotta say that this part is probably some of the best storytelling of the series. Like, it truly makes you feel for their relationship, like there was something there as she's betraying him now.
Yeah, and you can see it coming, and you're like, no, and you're so invested emotionally, you know?
Like, he did well with, like, writing the script on this. Like, it gets you invested with this.
Yeah.
But there's something
out all the natural-born swords,
at the end of this conversation, though.
Infinite durability.
I'm giving you one more chance to move. Think about how you want this to end.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tabby, but I'm not gonna do that. Because you're my friend. And if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do. If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with.
What was that?
Show me I mean...
I like that shot earlier where the screen was, like, split.
This where we pause. I was gonna say, you can see in the first hit, she hits him with the netherite sword, but then she ends up with the axe, so I think he got hit 2 times.
She finished him with the axe, so like she actually still cared.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So like, yeah, let's go back to here.
But I'm not gonna do that, because you're my friend. And if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do.
Oh, this shot?
Yeah. The, like, parallels.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's really cool.
If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you.
Yeah, that was the first hit. She hits him with the netherite sword, the eternal sword.
And then finishes with the axe.
Yeah. Yes, that's cool. You can see she does care. She lets him respawn. That's how he was able to respawn. Parrot said. So Parrot said was right. He won't be able to respawn, but she didn't kill him with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We should watch some of the fights. We should watch some of this. The fight scenes, amazing.
Maybe I was never Tabby's friend. I mean, to be fair, she did say we were not friends, but she had a choice. She could have gotten rid of me and never seen me again. So why am I still here? I don't think she's keeping me alive to use me for my power. She won already. I just have to think that some part of her wants to keep me alive because she cares. Oh, this next video journal is gonna be... What the...
I think he kills him once.
I need the armor stand.
You know. He kills him once already, but then he respawns.
You know, watching this the first time, I'm like, this should have been the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. Honestly, this would have been awesome.
Forget the live-action Minecraft movie. They should have had Evbo and his animators do an animated movie.
Yeah. This was definitely... This was There's another YouTuber that does the animations like this. And yeah, he was really good at them. And he's like the only one that does them like that.
I just like, it's a cool transition going to this like CGI fight from normal Minecraft.
Yeah. I know Edbo asked the question, like, how come his trident is still there? But like, I also have the same question. Like, he asked the question in the movie, like, I don't really know all the rules here. You know, how come the trident is still in the wall?
Yeah, like he should have like held on to the trident still.
What if Evo picked it up? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be interesting. So his girlfriend knows nothing. That's it. That part was for a
Upgrade your Google Fiber and pay one simple bill every month.
What about extra
fees? Yes, Google Fiber.
Oh yeah.
That I have, and I only have the room with the armor stand because of that decision. Don't worry, I don't plan on giving up this power anytime soon. I still am very unconfident with my ability to survive. But anyways, now that I'm a diamond sword, let's talk about where we go from here.
Why can't he hit that armor stand?
I don't know.
I mean, that'd be cool. It probably won't do anything, but he can try.
Yeah.
You know.
Starting with my mistakes, did I know that the diamond swords were protecting one of the 5 eternal items? No, and none of them blame me for helping Tabby escape with it, as far as I'm concerned. But the fact remains that Tabby has it, with the intentions of trying to create immortality for herself, for her civilization. I don't really know. Point is, it's probably not good, considering all outside civilizations seem to be against the swords. Which brings me back to the point I made about wooden swords not making it here. Apparently, every new player spawns at the center...
I assume that's the trident side this time. Maybe he did pick up the trident.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. He just picks up his trident. It's like, haha. They all probably have their own rules, or similar but different rules, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like the archers, their arrows, if their arrows run out or something.
Well, a bow still has durability, so...
Yeah, they do. But there's also like, I don't know, they're probably not going to get into enchantments in this. If they do, that'd just be too much, probably.
Yeah.
But the axes are pretty much the same as the swords. In PvP, only the axes disabled the shields. The shields can block everything else. The archers are good because they can range hit all through they can do the furthest range to further than tridents, I believe. They also range hit the swords and axes. The swords can attack everyone, but they don't have the range, like the tridents and stuff. I think the tridents can probably do similar or more damage than the bows, but I don't think they'll have as much range. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Of our world, and somehow makes their way to their own civilization depending on what their weapon is, which means somewhere along that journey the natural born swords are, well, if Parrot was right, they're being farmed for their durability, just like I was in here. How I made it here, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know, but the bigger question...
Yeah, that's interesting.
I feel like this is a good place. It's basically the ending of this, kind of just like tying up the end with hinting at a future, which I hope there's a future for this series because he leaves it off at that. And I want a season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there needs to be a season 2. Need to explain all of the different civilizations and go into the eternal items. I think that would be cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's on his plan list. I mean, because he was... Yeah, because in his other video, he had it's only like 10 minutes, the lore and stuff video. There's a part of it he's like, if Seawalt wants a part in this, in the next one, he's going to have to beat me in PvP. He's going to have to kill me. Yeah, just as a joke, it's like a background thing while they're talking. I know you watched the video. And so,
yeah.
That's funny. But, so I guess, I think he's definitely is. Like, confirmed almost, I think he's doing a second one. But what do you want to, before you go, what do you want to see in the second part?
I think I'd want to see us go into a different civilization. Maybe the second season will be like Tabby's perspective on like before. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
If we get some like Tabby flashback episodes, but then I would want to see like probably Evbo also maybe traversing the desert and going out to a different civilization and exploring the outside.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be awesome. That'd be crazy. Oh man. Yeah. Then they have to bring in the other, or have to explain the other eternal items that created the weapons. They also have to fix the sword too, probably.
Yeah.
But there's so much to it. It's like how is he gonna fit all that? It's not gonna be the same style, I think, as the first season. The first season he's progressing and learning and progressing and learn and progress and learn. And the second season also has he has to like bring in, like tie the bill, start wrapping things up.
Yeah.
From this last episode, he explained everything. Not everything, but he explained everything that we had questions on before, but then like quadrupled our questions though at the same time.
I think it really depends on how far he wants to take this series.
Yeah. And we can see the full movie. How much? 22,000 likes. 22 plus mine. My screen just go dark. How much comments? I was trying to see how much views it had. I think we go back to Edvo's channel. Videos. Oh, 600,000 views. I'm sure he will, because like, why would you not? This one alone, like after putting them all together, the last episode 2 million.
Yeah, he got tons of videos on every episode.
Yeah, like 10 million on the very first one, and then I know the first one I like clicked on it. I clicked on this one, the best in PvP civilization. I started watching it and realized like I'm in the middle of a series right now, so I like went back to his channel and saw the first one. That's when I binge watched him. But yeah, like this is a lot of views. He has to keep this going. I know he is.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the rest of it. Well, thank you for joining me today, Jakobi.
Yep, thank you for having me. It was fun talking about PvP civilization.
Yeah, it was. Also learning how to record too for me. every time I do something in YouTube, I learn something new.
It was good. It was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you. All right. Well, bye.
All right. See ya.